Hello, Adel Church of God. Hope everything's going well for you. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I appreciate everyone that works and labors for the kingdom here at Adel Church of God. And I appreciate all the hard work that is put forth. The church is growing, and it's because the Lord is blessing, and it's because of the hard work that you're putting forth. So we just want to do a quick devotion today with you. And I'm going to start in Genesis, maybe for the next 4 or 5 videos. I want to look at Genesis chapter number 1. And it starts out by saying, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light and God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. I love Genesis chapter number 1 because it starts out literally by saying, "In the beginning, God." And I love that because and it also goes on to say, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth." But I love the part that says, "In the beginning, God." In the beginning, God, in the beginning, God, in the beginning, God. And if you really think deep about that, in any beginning of anything that we do, it should start in the beginning, God. That God should be in the midst of a new business. God should be in the midst of a new relationship. God should be in the mix of any big decision you make before you get too deep into deciding to buy a new house or to buy a new car, to buy anything. It should be in the beginning, God. Because when you put God in the beginning of something, a lot of people, there's a statistic, and you've heard me say this a couple of times, probably 10 or 20 times over the last 16 years, but there's a statistic that says that there's more divorces inside the church than there is outside of the church. Well, that's really odd to me, is why more people inside the church are getting divorced than people on the outside of the church. So I did a research, and when I researched it, it was because most people that are getting divorces that are inside of the church are people that waited until their relationship was so bad, and then they came to church, not to God, but to church, and said, I need the church to fix me. I need religion to fix me. But if we start out in the beginning, God, and we put God in the beginning of a relationship, if we put God in the middle of the relationship, God will be there in the end of our life, of our business, of whatever happens, even in the ending of a relationship. And you say, well, I don't want my relationship to end. Well, we're all living to die. We're all going to die. And one of the hardest things I've had to deal with as a pastor is seeing someone that was married for a long, long time, and they lose their husband or lose their wife. I remember Brother and Sister Day being married for over 60 years. I saw this week that Brother Sarah and Sister Sarah has been married 71 long years. I can't imagine being married 71 years. You know why? Their relationship, if you call him right now, if you call Brother Sarah and say, Brother Sarah, why is your relationship work? He's going to say, because in the beginning we put God in it. In the middle we had God in it. And now in our silver years, God is still in the midst of our relationship. So we're going to get into Genesis this week a little bit, but in the beginning of anything, I encourage you, put God first. God bless you.